I have had several requests to share my trading setup since I'm a day trader scalper. And what I have done is set up the ultimate platform for day trading. It's really kind of hard to miss a trade this way, but it's still possible. It is the stock market, but it allows you to make a better judgment before you pull the trigger to buy or sell a stock. First thing we're going to do is go to this icon here, the gear icon, and you want to compare your screen to mine. Uncheck and check what I have done here. In this screen, you can pause the video on each one. And on price alerts, make sure that you only have fit studies and fit study markers. Over here, this is the gap that's between the top of the candles and the top of the screen and the bottom of the candles and the bottom of the screen. I've got mine set to 5. And just make sure that you check these boxes or uncheck these boxes, whatever you have to do. Time axis, the way you have to do this is the main setting here that keeps the screen with the same size candles every time you change stocks. So if yours is not checked, I'm going to uncheck mine for now. And we're going to close this window. And what you want to do is get the correct size that you like. Make this size right here. I like to see back a few ways on a stock. And once you have it to where you want to keep it, then you go over to the gear icon and time axis, and you want to check this box and apply it. And every time you change stocks, it'll come back to this same size setup. So make sure you check the uncheck or uncheck boxes on this screen. Time frame, you can put your favorite time frames. These are mine. I have a 40-second tick chart, a 133 tick chart. And if you don't know how to do tick charts, you go here and select this box, 1 day, and you can select the ticks here. They're quite fast. I don't know what kind of trader you are. Maybe it suits your needs, but give it a try. On the appearance, this is what I have. I don't think I changed anything up here, but I did uncheck the grid. And on the background, I selected this box and I went to more. And this is the darkest black you can get, is right here in this corner. You check it and select OK. And just make sure you check your boxes up against these and you should be okay. On equities, I uncheck show volume subgraph and I show extended hours and show corporate actions. None of this was changed. And that should be all that you need to do in order to get a screen that's pretty clean. So for now, to set everything up, I'm going to clear my screen. And that way we can start from the beginning. So I'm going to edit studies. I'm going to remove everything from the screen so that you can start from scratch. And the first thing you want to do is put in your moving averages. Let's go ahead and apply it. So you can see back here I have absolutely nothing on my screen except the price. So let's go to, I'm going to type in EXP for exponential, and I'm going to put 2 of them in. The first one, we're going to change it to a 9. Let's change it to an 8. Let's change the width to 2 and the color to white, and I always go to more. And this is the whitest white you can get, is this square here. Click apply. And I believe that's all in this box. And let's go to the second one. And let's put in the 21. Change the thickness to 2. And I like this color blue here. You choose the color that you like. Click OK and apply. And OK, and you should have the 2 moving averages on your screen. The next thing we're going to add is the VWAP. So type in VW, it should come up. And we are going to put VWAP in there. Click apply and you'll see the VWAP there. And what you need to do is go into here and uncheck the upper band, uncheck the lower band. I like to change the style to these dots and the thickness to 2. And click OK and apply. Must not have changed the color. Let me see here. Yeah, it's still on purple. So let's go back. The VWAP should be 2 and yellow. I must have been on the wrong tab. And the style, I like this one. And OK and apply. And there's the VWAP right here. So we have these 3 items already loaded. And let's go to Edit Studies. And the next thing we're going to look up is, this comes with ThinkorSwim. Type in Market Forecast. And you want, look down in the list, find Market Forecast right here. Double click it and it comes into here. And what you want to do is click on the gear icon. And the only one you need is intermediate. So we're going to uncheck this one, uncheck this one, go to intermediate, and change the thickness to 2 and the color blue. And click OK. And that puts it in here. And all of the indicators, if you don't have them, they're going to be in the comments below. The next one, I called it Market Timing. So let's see, RG, I have many of them. Timing indicator is here. And you don't have, you have to go to this one and change the thickness to 2 and the color. Click on more, select the whitest white and OK and OK. And then we're going to look for MACD histogram. So type in MACD. And you can pause this video if I'm too fast for you. I just like getting it done. And double click MACD histogram. And what we're going to do here is we're going to combine all of these into one little section at the bottom of the chart. So we're going to move the timing indicator up, the market forecast indicator up, and the MACD up. The order of these does matter. I'm going to show you why. And here they are here. So if, let's say for instance, the market forecaster is down, you're going to have one of the lines covered up, the red bars, that it moved it forward above the white line. So you want to keep it to the back, and the back is all the way up. And select apply, and now you can see the MACD doesn't cover any of the lines. The next thing is you want to load the buy and sell label. That's the label that goes up here. And find all of these indicators on the YouTube website. So RG buy and sell label is what I'm looking for. Right here. And it's going to come up here, and you don't have to do anything to it. It's going to pop up right here. And what this label does is, this is buyers and this is sellers. When the buyers outnumber the sellers, this is going to turn green. And when the sellers outnumber the buyers, this is going to turn yellow. And the next indicator I'm going to put on is the alert label. And have that up on the website as well. So we're going to go into here and let me see if I can find it. I had trouble finding it before. Let me see, where did it go? Alert label. Maybe I should type in alert. Right here. And what this is it's going to put a label up here, but you're not going to see it. But in real time, when the market's open, it's going to show you a percentage of the buyers and the sellers up here. It's either going to be green or yellow. Once the volume kicks in, it should appear, but for now, it's not going to show up. And the next thing is the bid and ask label. And because I cannot see these numbers here, I'm having vision issues. I had to put it on a label here so that I can see it better. And that label pops up here and you see the bid, the ask, and the spread. And there's a custom volume label that's available all over YouTube. You got to search for it, but I'll put the link to it down in the bottom in the comments. And it's, let's see, buy and sell volume right here. And click apply, and there's the buy and sell volume. That should be everything that you need in order to set your screen up like mine. It should look exactly like this. You have the one missing indicator here, but like I said, it's going to pop in when the market's live. It may work in on demand, I don't know, but we'll try it in a little bit. But this is basically my screen setup for day trading and scalping. It works very well. Get used to it. Go to the on demand when you're not trading and go back and look at stocks and notice how these indicators perform. And so what you're going to look for is, let me do an explanation. This blue line is the market forecast tool, and it's basically the trend of the stock. It's going to be slow moving. It's going to follow the trend of the stock. And this market timing indicator that I created, it's based on lower lows and higher highs and a moving average. So a moving average of 8. So it's going to move rapidly in the direction that the stock, it anticipates the stock's going to move. Because this stock's trending down and because the MACD is red, I would not enter this stock. You always want to see the stock, the white line going up drastically. I mean, it's going to jump, and it jumps pretty quick. And you want to see the MACD kick in green. Up here, you want to see more buyers than sellers. I prefer to see these lines cross, but it's not necessary because if you wait on them to cross, then you could miss a few dollars. But that's basically what I look for on every stock. It doesn't work so well in post-market. I haven't tested it in pre-market. It probably works just as good as if the market was open. But this is pretty much my setup, and in a few minutes we're going to do some on demand, and I'm going to do an explanation of how it actually works. Okay, so we are in the on demand. I'm going to give you a scenario of how I trade every day. And this is one of the market gappers. It's MGRX, and it was on April 21st, 2023. You can click this and go to the date and set the correct time and click go, and it should take you to this section here. So I'm going to go ahead and click play and show you what I'm looking at. First, I'm looking down here at the timing indicator, and it's down at the bottom. This blue line is the market forecast, and it's the trend, so the trend is pretty strong. I'm looking up here at the buyers and the sellers, and I know from experience that when a stock is up in pre-market, when the market opens, there's going to be profit takers if this stock starts moving down. So I'm waiting for the perfect setup. We have the 8 moving average is above the blue, which is good. The market timing indicator is trying to turn up, but don't be anxious to get in. Let the stock play out. You see the sellers are coming in to take their profits from back here. If you look over here, the sellers are outnumbering the buyers. This blank is that it's the alert label, and it's going to show you a percentage once the buyers come in. Right now we're watching the stock, and we're watching the market timing indicator. We're watching the MACD histogram is selling off, and watching the buyers over here. They're outnumbered by the sellers, so we're waiting. And always use a 1-minute chart when I'm doing market open. Sometimes I change over to 5-minute during the day to get a cleaner setup if it's a volatile market. So we're continuing to wait. We still see sellers are stronger than the buyers. Still have the market timing indicator at the bottom. The MACD histogram is still red. The market trend is slightly coming down. So we're waiting. And we're going to be waiting probably a few minutes. I don't know. We got to wait for these sellers to get out of the way. Still looking over here. The buyers are trying to come in. That's why you see this flash green every now and then. But I'm going to wait. The price should return. If it's going to go up, the price should return over here somewhere. Sometimes I wait until the price breaks this market open high on the first candle. Sometimes I don't. It just all depends on this indicator right here and the MACD histogram. So we're looking like we're turning around a little bit, but it's too early to jump in. The 8 moving average is still above the 21, which is good. The market trend is heading down. The timing indicator is at the bottom. Continually scanning my screen. I'm watching for the buyers to come in. This is the main thing. This buyer and this line, I'm watching both of those, and I'm watching the MACD histogram. When these start turning a darker red and moving up, I know that the trend is going to turn around. So my minimum purchase is 1,000 shares of anything, and I trade stocks between $1 and $30. For me, it's not worth getting into a stock for less than 1,000 shares if I can't make a couple of $100. So it looks like we're pulling up. Don't chance it yet. The white line has pulled up, but the trend is still down. We still have a lot more sellers than buyers. And you can see the candle. It was pretty much a fake out. And this will eliminate you getting in there and losing your money. Buyers are still trying to come in. The sellers are still trying to take their profits. We're at 61%. Buyers. This is looking good down here. I need both of these to turn around. I don't know that they will, but we'll see. Continually scanning my screen. I'm watching for buyers to come in. I'm watching for the MACD to start moving up, like these darker bars over here. That's what I want to see over here. This is market open, and you know market open can be tough. It can take your money or it can give you some money. Continually watching over here. I see 100% buyers, but the sellers come right in behind it. So it's holding the stock price back. Looks like the 8 MA is trying to get below the 21. There's a lot of sellers usually at market open. It's very rare that a stock is just going to jump up without profit takers coming in first. So we're looking good over here. We're holding a green color. Still don't trust it yet. We don't have, here's the first darker red. That tells me that the buyers are outnumbering the sellers. Holding on, I'm not going to fall for this fake out. Even though it looks promising, we're still not above this market open high right here. Still waiting. We're looking really good here. The darker MACDs coming in, the timing indicator, and the market trend are pointing in the correct direction. Waiting. 68% buyers, 70, 100. I'm still waiting. It has not broken this here yet and held it. To see a lot of buyers coming in. It's pulling back still. There's more sellers than buyers. It's jumping back and forth again. You want to be certain that it's going up. This is the perfect setup down here. Now we're waiting on buyers to come in. Still pulling back. Every now and then the buyers are still taking over the sellers are taking over the buyers. So we're waiting still. Still changing back and forth over here. Still struggling to get higher. Sellers outnumbered the buyers. Still waiting. You got to have patience. This is why. All right, let's see. We got 100% buyers. Look at this. The market timing indicator is now down. Wait. I need this to turn around. When it's probably going to take off once this white line turns around. Of the buyer and seller battle. I think the buyers may win out here. Watching this white indicator, the market timing indicator. Not watching this. I don't care. I don't want to fall into a fake out. I'm watching down here. There it goes. I'm in. If we go to the next 1 minute candle and it rises like there, I'm going to add another 1,000. If we get another green candle, I'm going to add another 1,000. This is looking perfect. Look at the angle on these two lines. Look at the MACD has turned green. We're looking good at the price. We have more buyers than sellers. It's not changing back and forth. The buyers have come in strong. Got a profit of 197.20 so far. If I get another green candle, I'm going to add another 1,000 shares. This is not enough money for me to get out yet. I would rather go back to zero than sell 1,000 shares right now. Pulling back a little. See it changing over here. I'm not worried about it. There's another green candle. I'm going to add another 1,000. So we're into it for about $6,000 right now, but that's fine. Look at that jump. We're up to 338, 190. It's looking strong. We still have buyers outnumbering the sellers. Still climbing. We have a new high. These lines are looking good. The MACD is green and rising. It's very strong. I'm going to do is hang on until I see these turn around. I want the white line to turn around. We just had a good jump. I'm up to 490, 520, still rising. Couple profit takers coming in, but the lines are still pointing up. I'm hanging on. Buyers outnumber the sellers. Still rising. We're up to 820. I'm going to sell 1,000 shares right here. Getting near the top, so I'm going to just hang on. I'm not going to add to it. Continue hanging on. I still have 2,000 shares. The lines are still looking good. The MACD is nice and strong and green. The buyers still outnumber the sellers. We should go up for another new high after this one. We're at 590, 620, 600. I'm going to sell another set of shares here. I'm down to 1,000 shares. I'm watching. The lines have gone flat. Hold on for a second and see where we go. If it pulls up, I'm going to go ahead and sell the rest of the shares. Holding on, I'm holding on. I can see buyers coming in. Sellers, I mean. Sellers are coming in. It's probably just profit takers. We may get more out of this. Keep my mouse up here on the sell button in case it sells off. Still looking strong here. These indicators are still way up here at the top. Profit takers. Buyers are trying to come back in. There we go. We're coming up. To get out here, and that makes me $890 profit on this trade. And that is how you do it. I know we're in on demand, but this is what you can do daily if you do what I just did. It's not very hard if you have the right indicators on your chart. The whole key is patience, waiting for the play to set up. I hope you enjoyed this video. All of the links are down below in the comments for you to do this setup. Pause the video as needed as you're setting up your ThinkorSwim. Enjoy your day. Thank you.